Hi, and welcome to another episode of HeyMac. So, when we do daily stand ups, or scrums, or dailies, or whatever those things are that you meet with your team on a regular basis, I'm often asked, is there another way to do this so they don't feel like a status meeting? And the answer is yes, of course. There's a ton of ways that you can change the way those meetings are run, making them more efficient and effective for what is the intention of that session to begin with. So, if you are familiar with Lean and Kanban, or Kanban, depending on what part of the country you're from, you'll know that we have what is called a Kanban board. And when they do their stand ups or daily sessions to review that as a team, if they have that in their practice, even if they're doing it on their own, actually, they're probably looking at the board from the right to the left instead of what most Scrum teams will do, which is move from the left to the right. So they kind of switch it up a bit. And the reason for that is we want to focus on the things that are closest to being done to get them done. And that's sort of plan for the day. And instead of having them their daily stand-ups and going around the room doing the three questions of what did I do yesterday, what am I going to do today, and what are my impediments, which becomes very monotonous and boring and does kind of sound like a status meeting. Instead, we move as a team and visually look at our board and say, of the things that we are supposed to be getting done in this period of time, what are the things that are very close to being finished? Is it possible that if we refocused our attention, if maybe it's not the whole team, maybe it's part of the team, on the things that are the closest to done, that we could actually get them done before lunch today or by the end of the day? And if that's a possibility, that's a part of their discussion. So instead of doing the three questions, I'd encourage you to ask your team, is that working for us? Is it actually giving us the intended outcome, which is how I plan to spend my day? And if not, what about this other option of looking at the board from the right to the left? And even if we have to make a plan that we think might be good until noon, and then business as usual, we go back to our other roles or other activities, then fine. But if we think it's the whole day that we're planning out, even better of a reason to start from the right to the left. So I'd love to hear if other teams are using this and how effective it's been. Let's start chatting.